I'm Quent, and I and my wife Theresa are new to the GT Church family. We wanted to share a testimony with you about our grandson, Dakin Bishop, back in Virginia. Dakin was just a normal, healthy child, and then his mother started to notice that he began to bruise real easily, had a blood blister on his head, and so she took him to the local doctor, and they immediately said, we need to do some blood work, and sent him to a larger regional hospital in Roanoke, Virginia. And they were able to confirm a diagnosis that we all feared, which was leukemia. Many of the family began to deal with this traumatic news in different ways. My first prayer was that Dakin be accepted into the treatment program at St. Jude's. God answered that prayer immediately, and we got word that evening that he had indeed been accepted into that treatment program. The weather was horrible. It was stormy and rainy, and no flights were available to get Dakin from Roanoke to Memphis. The weather broke the next day, and St. Jude's sent their own jet, they call the Angel Jet, to Roanoke from Memphis, Tennessee, and they got him and they took him to Memphis. His cancer had already grown to a point that it had obstructed, he had a mass in his lung and it was obstructing his airway. So even St. Jude's had to call on a neighboring children's hospital that had an infant heart-lung machine to begin his treatment regimen. Many of the treatment regimens were ineffective for Dakin's cancer. We needed Dr. Jesus. We organized a prayer service for Dakin at our home church in Bluefield. Many of friends and family and his social media cheerleaders gathered at this service, and you could tell that many of these people weren't at home in a church setting. We shared many of the details about Dakin's struggle with this crowd and how he had less than a 5% chance of survival. It was evident that he needed a supernatural healing. I took this opportunity to reveal to these people the idea of a concert of prayer. We told them that we didn't come to just listen to someone pray for Dakin. We didn't come to just have certain leaders pray. That we were all going to pray, and we were going to pray out loud, and we were going to pray together, and we were going to get in touch with the heavenlies, and we did. As we began to pray, the ones that were new to this idea of a concert of prayer were stretched, but the volume grew, and the fervor grew, and the depth of the prayers grew, and the length of the prayer grew, and things changed in the heavenlies. And we can now say that by the stripes of Jesus, Dakin is healed. Dakin is a happy and healthy 4-year-old boy, and he is all boy, and he is healed in Jesus' name. To God be the glory.